A clinic day starts with us sending transportation out to neighboring communities in order to get individuals that Messiah Project has determined will need help, and also people that show up wanting some kind of medical assistance.
Clinic Day is a time of rest for the families of those with family members that are either disabled or sick. So it gives them an opportunity to come and get all the things they need in one place, whether it be medical, physical therapy, prayer, support, encouragement. They're given lunch. They're just generally loved on that day.
We thank you, God, that you are just so faithful.
The people just kind of wait for us outside and we bring in one kid at a time. There's everywhere from 1-year-olds to last year I think we saw like 109-year-olds. So disabilities vary. We'll bring the people back and then we evaluate them.
And then if they need equipment, what equipment do they need? Do we have something that will fit them?
Whether it's canes, walkers, wheelchairs, braces.
Different shoes, just whatever we have.
They'll bring a chair. If you look at some of these chairs, you don't like, who would ever fit in that chair because it looks like it's so distorted. But lo and behold, they'll bring somebody here that's the same way. They're distorted physically, and that chair fits them perfectly. It's like God knew you needed that chair here because of who was coming. So that I just have to say that affects me. Every time I see something, when something like that goes on, I'm thinking God is so much involved with this. This is God's show. This has nothing to do with us.
We try to meet that need, that physical need, but more importantly, we try to meet the spiritual need through prayer and just proclaiming Jesus' name.
As soon as I committed to coming to the clinic, my main prayer the entire time was so that our team could open our hearts to leave space for God to be in charge and to lead us and fill us. And that's exactly what I prayed for the Nicaraguan people here. Anybody that we would come in contact with, and anybody that, as we spilled God's love around, would receive that, whether it's now, in weeks, months, years in the future. So basically for everybody to keep our hearts open so God could do His work here.
Raquel was somebody that we met in December.
I'm Raquel's mom, Francisca Sanchez.
Her mom carried her to us and just asked for help.
She's 22 years old. When she was 1.5 years old, she was diagnosed with appendicitis. She was hospitalized for several days. But it's been a miracle of God, and He's given me a lot of patience to take care of her. I carry her around. My husband has a bicycle, and sometimes we transport her on that.
We were able to tell her that day, that we'd be back in February and we were going to do clinics, and we wanted to provide a chair for her and that we would go home to the United States and look for something for her.
She has a severe scoliosis. She was very deformed, her spine, and every chair I brought down didn't fit that mold of her spine.
But we had a chair that was made for somebody with a different type of curve in their spine, and just everybody came together, Tim and Dan and myself.
We were able to actually tear a whole backrest apart, mold the foam inside of it more to fit her, and recover the backrest and mount it back on the chair, which took a couple hours.
At the end of the day, we were able to provide a chair that in our standards at home maybe wouldn't be perfect, but it was a blessing and it fit her well.
When I saw her in December and when she first came in, she really could only turn her head to one side. After we made this backrest and it sat her up and gave her a little more support, she was actually turning her head on her own, more to the center and even to the other side, which was awesome because imagine you can only look one way your entire life. You can't look over here, and then to be able to turn your head to almost to both sides was awesome.
To see her mom again, to see the family members' reaction to something like that is a humbling experience, and to know that that day, in some way, her life would be just maybe a little bit easier.
God let me have her here. And I ask for strength. Because of her, I've seen a lot of blessings in my home. It's because of God she's here. He has blessed us.
We just commit them to you, and we give you all the glory, the honor, forever. She's a better player than me. Bring the fire. Hopefully the clinics in the future will see her grow. It never ceases to humble me, and I just can't get over the fact that God would provide this equipment from America with no custom fit, no preconceived knowledge of the people, and somehow He makes it work.
And from that point, we were praying, Lord, help us be able to show Raquel the love that only comes from you. And the Lord provided this wheelchair for her.
Y el Señor proveyó esta silla de ruedas para ella. Amén.